Oh, does he? He does not have jump. He has dispose.
Poison touch is reapplying over and over and over, so this looks to be first blood. One more right click, he's gonna pop the fairy fire in the trees, he gets the dispose off, and why not wanting to take first blood for himself? Obviously Ame would be the better choice, but they don't have a choice this time around. Either way, PSG.LGD with first blood, still relatively happy with that.
Oh, they're swapping lands.
Oh. I did not expect this.
Which is nice to see. Actually, I've yet to see the Wind Ranger this series at all. The BZM playing the mid-coddle, as Seb actually blocked in by his own fissure. The Avalanche keeps him in place as well. Big static link from Faith Beyond. Seb trying to limp away as Amar, right-clicking Faith Beyond to a high. I mean, he might be able to get this kill if he just stands his ground. Indeed, he does. And now Jin Q kind of stuck between a Viper and a Rock. And it looks like he is dead as well. So 2 kills for OG in the laning stage. Can't ask for a better start.
Yeah, they will maybe.
Oh, all right. Innocence ends up dropping to Yuragi. So that's a little bit of a surprising match. I mean, this is a Morphling and Marcy lane like you talked about, as Ame getting harassed out. He gets disposed back into the wave as well, puts down his acid spray, but he drops in addition. And Yuragi just strength gaining back up to a respectable amount of HP. And OG, other than the first blood, it's been all of them to start this game.
If LGD is aware of this, fighting these can be very, very good, because giving the call to the free stacks is rather spooky sometimes.
Nothing to say, actually stealing some of those stacks. Easy camp stack, he got about half of it. TP's back to tower.
Why? He's going to get disposed, and a big shadow wave comes out, but still going to be the death of him. It might be the trade, though. So LGD's able to get something out of this lane, I guess, but still. OG very favorable overall as Faith Beyond. Amar gets tossed back into the fray. He might just right-click again to find this kill, and he's going to get it a little bit later as Seb finds the kill on Faith Beyond, but Amar not getting the XP, kind of a big deal.
Yeah, this top lane is very finicky and very high skill.
Alchemist for Ame. Your thoughts on either of you, Alk, for this specific game?
I feel like it's a good game for, just because, like the panel was mentioning, there's not much to contest the Alk as top lane.
Seb might be dead. Toss finishes him off. Faith Beyond can take some poison attack stacks from Amar with that Nether Toxin in addition. Already at half HP. Gets off the plasma field. Has TP now, but might be just resigned to his own death. So Amar, another kill goes the way of OG in this lane.
Level 5. That is starting to be a problem. The level 5 is a pretty big point in terms of damage. And Dazzle probably has them very soon.
He's got them already.
Yeah, the TPs are going to start coming out pretty soon.
There he is.
And it'll be a
Rebound disposed back into the creep wave as BZM is here with a big Illuminate, but a nice grave comes out from Y. Do they have enough to finish off Ame? You can see BZM just so speedy. Yuragi not able to find the distance, but another Illuminate just clips Ame. And that is a big kill for OG, as now they can potentially just finish out this lane with Y being that second kill.
Yeah, that is very rough. The Dazzle also TP down bottom, so now they sort of have this impasse top where Viper's sitting there and they don't have the resources to bring there. As long as they keep an eye on what this Pango's doing and they don't feed in some silly way, the Coddle is going to start to make the map really bad for LGD, I think.
And he's going for that Vessel too, so that is one way to contest the Alchemist in the jungle. I feel like OG's heroes, if they weren't so far ahead, they'd be a little bad at contesting Alk, but they're huge.
Oh, we have another fissure coming out. Nothing to say. Has to use the shield crash to get to the other side, but a nice toss brings Amar back into the arms of PSG.LGD, which is going to be their biggest pickup so far in this game, it feels like. But the fissure, it's not something we talk about that often against Pango, but it can be very impactful to have to try to, I mean, you have to shield crash to get over it.
But it's
very annoying.
It's an either way though, right?
Because, it could work the other way
because you can bounce off of it. It's just a free wall.
Yeah. It's BZM rotated. So you can see the value of these boots of travel already contributing to actually 3 kills on this top and bottom lane respectively.
Yeah, it rolls pretty damn hard, especially without a Blink Dagger, which he is not close to. Tiny Toss, it's like these are not really like assassinate spells. They're more like initiations, you know, so it's going to take some high skill.
Yep, as the gank attempt onto Ame, he's outnumbered. He gets off the Chemical Rage, but the burst damage is way too much. And they lose Seb on the other side of the map, but again, favorable trade for OG as this Alchemist, he is not off to
free game to abuse this Vessel.
And Amar in the trees as we hear Chemical Rage, as Ame trying to catch up as much as he can with the help of his team being around.
They do know Amar's here because the courier came into the trees. They saw with the ward.
Yep, as mid lane, looks like Jin Q going to get disposed under his own tier 1, and BZM is just all over the place. How many kills is that for him now?
3-0-2. And
So
he almost has the
involved in
vessel.
5 kills so far.
100 gold, he's got the vessel.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And they just smoke up immediately, and Y might be the recipient of this smoke gank. He's going to get blinding lit to the other side of the fissure. Maybe not exactly what they were looking for. Is Ame. Okay, beautiful rolling thunder from nothing to say. And BZM's just dead. That's worth a lot of money. But Faith Beyond coming in is getting bursted down by Yuragi as Seb with the Echo Slam coming out. But it's not enough for him to get away as Yuragi still with that sidekick. Turns into Razor. Gets off that plasma field as well as the focus is on Taiga, but he gets a big rebound out to safety. Yuragi trying to save his teammate. Double kill for nothing to say. And now it's a 1v3 for Yuragi. Not sure if he can find anybody after the fact.
That was really impressive. LGD just playing for their timings because contesting that is just very, very risky.
Yeah. As we see Shard now online for Seb, who's actually going for a 4-step instead of the blink next. The fissure actually blocking off most of his team, but the rebound back in. Early Grave saving nothing to say for the time being, but the Echo Slam keeps 2 in place, and that means 2 are dead in favor of OG.
Award.
And they're going to find yet another as Yuragi turns into Tiny. Another toss to work with. Double kill for BZM as OG with this Aegis advantage winning this fight handily.
Yeah, nothing to say with a little bit of a whoopsie there.
Probably like more of a 10, 11K. But when Faith Beyond was Razor, when he got that refresher, they turned that game around real fast as Seb, invisible, blocking the smoke, gets off the Echo Slam, but he gets bashed up. And he's going to be brought down very swiftly by Faith Beyond, pops that BKB. Rolling Thunder's coming in from nothing to say. So 1-for-1 supports right now as BZM. We'll watch nothing to say just TP out inside that ult form. So just a
Q and nothing to say, being really ready and crispy with these jumps.
Avatos, but the instant Orchid onto the Tiny as Seb 4 steps to safety. And the Viper Strike's actually going to slow Faith Beyond down enough for Seb to survive. But now they're going to TP out, or trying to, but Faith Beyond's BKB ends right at the right moment as the fissure ends up canceling the TP. Double kill for Seb of all heroes. And now Y looks to be next on the list. The fact that Seb survived and then canceled that TP, pretty damn crazy, and now they're going to scout out the second Roche of the game.
It literally just respawned as that fight ended.
He's one of those heroes that people kind of lose sight of when it comes to pushing, but he's actually very strong because he can just go full agi and right-click away. Now with the minus armor and poison attack damage from Amar, it's going to be even faster. Jinkyu jumps in with the Avatos, but Amar, instant BKB. Ame trying to focus down BZM. He'll be successful, so dead Coddle right off the bat in favor of LGD. And Amar looks to be next, and nobody actually dying in this engagement for LGD.
Dang, that was super impressive. Ame clicked the Coddle in the air with the stun. Because otherwise the chain doesn't go off, because Coddle is...
Relocate poor Yuragi into the enemy lines, but he's able to waveform to safety. Has nothing to say. Already with that ult coming out, Mar has to pop his BKB, standing his ground. Could try to finish this Rax, and that's exactly what he'll do. And we'll tick out eventually to that poison attack, but now that the BKB's down, he's going to get tossed back into the fray. But Yuragi comes in, deleting heroes left, right, and center. But a nice grave coming out from Y on himself, and the Aegis is down. Y able to rebound to safety. But Ame, I mean, that Spirit Vessel applied, he's not going to regen too much despite having the Chemical Rage. He's getting stun locked. And Seb actually jumps into his death as Morphling dead. 70 seconds of no Yuragi. Double kill for Ame. Bash coming out from nothing to say, attempting to continue this chase onto BZM, who just recently popped his BKB.
Maybe this
So he
one
is the Octarine.
Ame has Scotty. It is closing in on a point where maybe LGD can take a straight-up fight.
Oh, Ame already has a concoct coming off. Trying to focus on Amar, but he's already at half HP. They have to be careful. Can't even pop his ult yet. Gets off the BKB finally, trying to regen through, and he just chops down Taiga. But he's the one that's low. Finally, the grave comes out as Yuragi. He's going to get deleted. 80 seconds of no Morphling. And now Amar looks to be next on the list. Double kill for Faith Beyond.
LGD's
and that's
so
4 dead from OG with the buyback on Marcy.
Dude, that was insane.
They see BZM.
BZM in the trees.
He's gonna get him.
The toss from Jin Q. He does, along with the swash, as he actually gets off his BKB, but he just right-clicked down very casually from nothing to say. So a full team wipe, if you count the buyback.
That was actually crazy. The fact that they...
His teammates after the fact, but we'll see. And LGD smoking up.
They're trying to get them on these
The
37-minute
OG
items.
side. Yep, Yuragi able to waveform away, but a beautiful double avalanche, which forces the double BKB from OG. Rolling Thunder on the sideline. Faith Beyond taking the right clicks from Amar, but they're actually kind of baiting this, it feels like. The buyback onto the Tiny. Faith Beyond pops his refresher. That's 2 Eye of the Storms, and this Morphling is completely isolated. He's just going to get right-click down. 80 seconds of no Uragi, he buys back, TPing onto the outpost. And it looks like LGD still want to fight. They are not scared of this buyback whatsoever, although Faith Beyond's ult now running. And Ame is just waddling his way over there. Can they contest Faith Beyond with the Plasma Field, forcing some of OG out? And this Roche is getting extremely low. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Double stun from nothing to say. Trying to focus on Seb, but he gets a nice force staff to safety. And Amar pops the BKB, just focusing on Faith Beyond, but that is a refresher orb with the BKB. Roche getting extremely low. Who is going to get it? It looks like it's going LGD's way as the rest of OG have to hightail out because of the death on Uragi. But they're going to try to get some kills in the meantime as BZM getting chased. But the Orchid, 27 yet.
He's close to 27.
Another nice fissure. Nothing to say. Forced to use his swashbuckle. But the real story is that Uragi might get caught out here. Now the fissure turning against OG to some degree. Faith Beyond hitting the static link and the refresher. He is just decimating this Morphling. That is a dead Uragi, but he buys back instantly. Seb, Echo Seb comes up, but he dies shortly after. Now the focus looks to be on Faith Beyond, but he's the one doing so much damage. The Basher connects onto Uragi, gets off the BKB. Amar looking to focus on Faith Beyond in the meantime. It's a double kill for Ame as he continuing his rampage here. There's a nice double avalanche coming out as well. The cheese activated from Faith Beyond. This man is unkillable. Double buyback for OG. Blink from nothing to say sets up all of these additional kills from LGD. Dieback on Uragi. Ultra kill for Ame. And LGD looking very nice to take this potentially in the game number 3. That's the buyback from Ame, though. Jin-Q gets the toss out. Amar stuck in this very awful spot. He gets sheeped. Concoction's coming for him as well, and that is a dieback for him.
No buys.
2 sets of racks, and they can go for this actual win here as the GGs come out early here. 24K net worth lead for LGD in the end, and a terrific comeback. The discipline from LGD, it rivals nobody, I feel like. Just absurd play.
I don't know if there's another team in the world that would have won that game from LGD's position. The gold lead was never that much, but the position they were in was so paper thin, and they just never made a mistake that was too much. It was always in reach, and it's just like the insane discipline and skill, and just like they are just a team. All those jumps they had, they were ready. They were right there together. There was never like any discombobulation.